Greetings, everyone. Hi there. I'm Clifford Bates, and I'm making an announcement today. My, my book, my new book. I finally got my copy. My copy arrived. My book is this. This is the thing I put together. I've worked on it. It's basically 20 years in the making, over 30 years in the making, in a sense. It's called a notebook on Aristotle's for Aristotle's politics. It's a workbook. It's not a. It's more of a study guide aid for students and people interested in trying to understand and grasp Aristotle's politics, his text Aristotle's politics. We can always get. I have a joke here. Where is it? This is the politics. This is the famous Ross Oxford Classical Edition, with in the Greek. And there's many editions of politics. There's the Lord, which I now can show you my Con's. This is the second edition, Con's Lord. It's like this, like lots of notes. This is basically a notebook, giving guides. It's designed to kind of guide you through the text. It's designed so that you can start with it. It gives an introduction to the text. It gives an introduction to the text about how to guide you to how to read the text in a certain way, the aspects of negotiating, navigating the text in that sense, because of the traditional classic styles of referencing of the old traditional classic styles of Roman noodles, books, chapters, sections. That was a traditional classic approach. And then in the middle of the 19th century, Emanuel Bacher, in the Germanic scholar, philologist, German philologist, put together a critical edition of Aristotle. He created a number system called Becker numbers, which are basically the page number, then column A, column B, and then line number. So therefore, it's a four. It's all the Aristotle corpus was put in the text. And what the Becker number allows you to do is allows you to reference every translation to and every other critical edition of every edition of the Greek text or translations to his edition. So it's an exact system of referencing in Aristotle. All Aristotle's work, except there's one work that doesn't have it. That is because it was discovered to be Aristotle's after Becker did it, and it wasn't included. That is the constitution or regime of Athens, right? Famous constitution. That was everyone thought it was not Aristotle, and then the scholars said it was. But when Becker put his critical edition of Aristotle, only the things that were certifiably understood. Some books are not included that were traditionally held as Aristotle, that are kind of pseudo-Aristotelian. But why I mention this because it gives you how to navigate it. It gives you an introduction to the structure. After we start at every chapter, and then a introduction to the overall book of the politics, and then we'll go chapter by chapter, starting here with the first book, and then after every book, I will give students, so people who are using this, again, this is for students, readers, people studying. After every book of the politics, which is the politics has traditionally 8 books, okay, and after every book of that does, there is a place for notes, so students can add their own notes. And because the margins are set the way they are, you can always add your own thoughts at certain places when you're reading the text. In other words, this should be read. You should use this to help you read the text and take notes and put yourself on a situation where you can get better grasp of it. And what it also has is, and I really have to thank the permission I've gotten by Thornton Lockwood. Thornton Lockwood basically he writes a biography. Part of it was originally published by Cambridge as part of a collection. Then he later collected as a part, participated. It was like one of the collections of that. But he keeps on updating it. Now, of course, the Cambridge people don't use his updates. I took his updates. I took his updated thing. I added all the stuff from the original source, so everything's together. I removed the non-English sources. Why? Is because I'm thinking this is English language people, mostly Americans, Canadians, maybe Brits, and they're not going to necessarily, and students are not necessarily going to know the advanced languages. Even though I give aspects of the Greek, I show you the Greek meanings sometimes. And in fact, now some people there might be some criticism in that some of the charts may be a little too small. They'll say it's readable. I looked at it, but in case there was any problem, I put a link, and of course the current edition is going to have a UCR code. My page proof version didn't have the OCR code in it because I updated it after when I discovered the short link I made and the first one didn't work. Luckily, I did include the long link. This is a place where you can download. You can go there. It's free. It's at ResearchGate, and what it does is gives you access to all of the relevant charts that are kind of small printed here. So you can download it and print it on yourself. Print it so you have a larger copy. And if you can fold it and put it, the copy in there with the relevant area for your use. Why did I do that? Because again, I wasn't sure how, maybe some could say, oh, my eyes are not that good. My eyes are good. Hence, reading, I'm getting older, late 50s, and now I have to read glasses, and I never had to, but now there it is. I have to thank a lot of people. I dedicated, I thank my wife for helping me. A certain person I'm not going to name right now knows who he's responsible. I mentioned in the book. He helped kind of edit, he kind of helped me catch some errors. There's still errors. I'm catching them all the time. And I'm going to be doing an updated. The system Lulu. I like Lulu. It allows you to update the edition that student people get. So there's always going to be in these kind of books. Heck, even my 2000 even a major publisher like Louisiana, there was lots of little errors, and it was a full-time editor. I went through this, okay, and even then we caught slight errors. In fact, one of the reviewers criticized the errors, and I go, you're gonna make errors no matter what, because why? Typing, you type something, it's not that you're wrong, it's that when something is typed in, it's that thing, you can't always catch everything. So those are always going to be plaguing us. I mentioned my professor, Dr. De Alvarez, who was very instrumental leading me to Aristotle. In fact, it was because of De Alvarez I spent most of my life studying Aristotle. I was originally going to be doing something on Edmund Burke. I went to graduate studies kind of thinking I would do something on Burke. But after being shocked by Aristotle, and when I was at my first master's program, there was no Burke at University of Dallas. Even though I was with Mal, I had to do it with Mal Bradford in English, and he was always joking with me about my have to go to English department to do Burke at UD, because at the time most of the UD people, University of Dallas, political science people, were anti-Burke, or at least hostile to Burke. In that sense, you had to be champions of John Locke, and I was not. I was very critical of Locke always. So this is about the book. We've been talking now for a little while, so I hope you go buy it. You can get it at Lulu's the publisher. Lulu allows you to get it. If you buy it from Lulu, I get a little more money. In a sense that Amazon doesn't get the profit. I will get the profit if you go to Lulu. If you buy it on Amazon, okay, great. It's easier, it's quicker, smoother, but Amazon is available. I noticed you can get it at Amazon I saw it available. It's clearly available in Amazon Poland, Amazon Germany, Amazon Italy. It was available. I didn't look at Amazon Sweden, but Amazon UK, Canada, and United States was clearly available. I didn't necessarily see it at Amazon. It was available. It was weird. It was Amazon UK had this weird thing of it was temporary out of stock, so you could probably order it, and I don't know why it was temporary out of stock in that sense. It's available. Okay. So again, I want to just bring this attention to you. Again, a notebook for a notebook for Aristotle's Politics, a workbook. It's been. I hope you will. If you're interested in Aristotle's Politics and studying, if you're going to be at school, you take a course in the history of political thought, or political philosophy course, or ancient political philosophy course, and you're assigned Aristotle's Politics, or if you're interested in Aristotle's Politics, this is designed for students and scholars. The bibliography use access to points to. It's divided in chapters. It's divided in the bibliography section is divided in weird things like the overall books about the politics. Then looks at various collections and editions, and then talks on general topics. Then it goes through every book 1, book 2, and subtopics in those books, and therefore gives you the articles that have relevant issues to it. So that was basically. I'm going to thank Thornton Lockwood again for that, because that is it is a godsend, and again I have to thank him very much for allowing me to use it, giving me permission in that sense. I have the email. So again, thank you for watching this, and again I hope you have a nice day. Please forgive the fan. It's very hot today. Okay, take care. Bye bye.